bottom, so that's better than what I had before. So I think something, yeah, that we must have sort of got done some. And now we're getting the lag.
Well, you get the lag on the live stream if you're watching it, but don't watch it. The fact that it's live is good enough. The fact that it's feeding through is good enough, Cam. Don't bother trying to watch it. It's going to be 10-second lag.
Just mute it.
Yeah, you can mute it, yeah. But your internet connection is going to fall over, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got that fine. That's great. That's working now.
And it switches.
Whatever we did, it fixed it.
But if I start talking, does the image switch to me? No, it doesn't. I wonder why not.
In YouTube?
Well, no, in Zoom, if I start talking, the focus should switch to me, but it's not. Why not?
Because we're in gallery view. I'm in gallery view. Let's try that. I'll switch
I don't know. I mean, it should switch the focus to me if I'm talking.
Gallery view.
I've just switched to speaker view.
Okay, well, that's good, but I don't think that's working. It's not switching over to you, is it? To me.
It is working. I can see it's working. In YouTube, it's working.
It's switching over. Okay.
Yeah, and in actual fact, have a look at this, G. This is the live stream meeting. It's got Zoom in the bottom right hand corner. It's got the name in the bottom left, and it's in speaker view. It's just got.
Right. That's good. That's great.
Do you want to stick in an image,
Kate? It's not switching over to you, is it?
It switched to you. It switched to you while I was watching
it. I can see it's working.
You did? Okay.
YouTube.
Yep. It's definitely working.
It just didn't do that for me on my Zoom for some reason.
Oh, this one it seems to be working. How about slipping in an image, Kate, or a bit of sound effects?
Oh, what, something from the screen, like a slideshow or something?
Yeah, we got a few slideshow images and some sound effects.
Switch to you while I was watching.
I can see it's working.
You did? Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's definitely working.
This didn't do that for me on my Zoom or something.
Going to this one, it seems to be working. How about slipping in an image, Kate, or a bit of sound effects? We've got a terrible delay now.
Like a slideshow.
Yeah, we got a few slideshow images. Sound effects.
Switch to you while I was watching.
Good.
Yeah, it's definitely working.
This didn't do that for me on my Zoom or something.
This one, it seems to be working.
Say again.
There seems to be some kind of delay going on. There's not
between what?
It's nothing to do with YouTube. I've turned the sound off on YouTube.
A delay in what? in real time now, right?
The Zoom meeting is working pretty much in real time now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's me clicking my finger. Oh, you probably can't hear that. Click.
Yeah. So what's to be delayed? What is delayed? You're still getting the effect of a delay through the live stream, not in Zoom.
Yeah, we're getting a delay through the live stream. Okay.
So as soon as you know it's live, you shouldn't worry about whether it's. You shouldn't need to check it. Just have to make sure that we know what the address is, what the live link is, so that you can let people find it. And you should give yourselves a few minutes at the beginning of the performance.
Yeah.
You know, when the safety curtain's down. What is delayed? You're still getting the effect of a delay through the live stream, not in Zoom. We're still getting the effect of a delay through the live stream. What are we seeing now? Not in Zoom. So as soon as you know it's live, you shouldn't worry about whether it's. You shouldn't need to check it. Just have to make sure. So as soon as you know it's live, you shouldn't worry about whether it's the live link. You shouldn't need to check it so that you can.
We've got a very bizarre effect going on here.
We know what the address is, and you should give yourselves a few minutes at the beginning of the performance. Find it.
Yeah.
You know, when the safety curtain's down, and you should give yourselves a few minutes at the beginning of the performance. You're still getting the effect. You know, when the safety curtain's down. We're watching Kate's screen. You're still getting the effect of the delay through the live stream. What are we seeing now? So as soon as you know it's live, you shouldn't worry about getting the effect of a delay.
I'm getting a very weird effect where James is saying the same thing.
So as soon as you know it's live, you shouldn't worry about whether it's. You shouldn't need to check it. It's just because Kate's screen is.
So every time Kate does something,
well,
it's very weird.
Right, Camden. If Kate is sharing her screen, and that's in order to show slides, then everything she does gets relayed into the live stream, as well as onto the Zoom surface.
Okay.
And will continue until she's not sharing her screen.
Kate, just do that again. Put a sound effect on.
Which you can only do by sharing a screen, right? Or can you do it without sharing a screen?
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, let me come out of YouTube and try those opening credits again in the meeting without me being in YouTube.
I think that was possibly it then, wasn't it? Because we were getting an extraordinary looping effect on the audio.
I think the thing is it.
I don't know what happened. But
I don't know what
it's
happened.
working now.
Well done, everyone. That's amazing.
There's just weird.
Yeah, James, while you're here, should we talk about breakout rooms? Oh, that'll heat.
Okay. Kate, while you're playing this, your image is on screen, just so you know.
So James, this is one of the things we've been working out how to do today.
Is what?
Yeah, I think I need to have my camera and my video off. So, well, you say my face was on the front there.
Well, whoever's live gets positioned to the right of the screen that I see.
Okay, let me just try one more time.
It's just because you've got it set as a backdrop. The presentation set as a backdrop. Do you remember you showed me how to do it earlier? It's pretty cool. But
Yeah, because Kate, we can see you, using this tool, this Q tool, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called now.
what we worked out, James, today was
Yes.
the plan was I was going to be sharing visuals, Kate was going to be sharing audio, but you can't do that.
No. Okay.
It isn't possible. So Kate has been working out how to play the audio over the top of the opening credits.
Right.
Yeah, and what I need to work out is how to have a blank screen at the start. I'm gonna have to go away and think about that.
Well, you can just have your default image in your account needs to be black.
Because when I share a screen, either I've got to have me Zoom meeting on a. Well, no, that won't work either.
Can't you join the meeting without your video on, and then share your screen? You must be able to.
So I need to have the opening image, the first PowerPoint image, on my screen. But the problem is I have to use my software. So either I do it remotely. I've got a little MPK keyboard. If I can set this up to hit my go button.
Yeah.
To use as my go button, then I won't need to go to the screen. I can do it as
maybe.
go. Right, I'm gonna have to. You'll have to stay in so that when I come back later and say, right, I need to try this.
Yeah.
So you carry on with your YouTubing and whatnot, and
you're gonna have a go at adding that as an external input.
This in as a go button.
Okay.
Because then I won't have to kind of like go to my software on the screen. I'll just be able to kind of like hit the go button, and it will start my queue list.
Right. And then in your queue list is the PowerPoint image.
Yeah, and in the queue list, yeah, because I can put any video. We just used that as the opening credits.
Yeah.
Earlier today to try it, to see if it worked, and we got it to work. If I share my screen, then my audio and my visuals come over, and then my audio works for each of the cues kind of throughout the play. I don't have to be seen. My screen doesn't have to be seen.
No, your camera will be off. Your microphone will be off.
Yeah, but my cue list should play into Zoom.
Yeah.
Because I've got it set up so that my cue list is sending So I need to just get this little
But
baby.
you haven't been off. You weren't hovering above the image earlier. I think it's just.
Oh,
maybe
because I've had my camera on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've had my
I think
camera.
you just need to turn your camera off.
Yeah,
Because you can
probably.
share a screen without having your camera on.
When I initiate it, when I go to share screen, it shows all my gubbins that's on
Yes,
the
that's
screen.
right. So you need to have something there.
I need to have a placeholder there, so that initially, kind of like the original, the first image in the PowerPoint, up as my screen.
As your default,
When
as
I
your
hit the
account
share
image.
screen, when I hit the share screen button, so that I don't have to, because otherwise I have to go to my software that I'm using for the cue list, and that shows up on the screen because it comes up
Yes.
on my screen. So
Yeah.
if I don't have to bring my software up, and I can use this little baby as a go button, I can put a placeholder in the screen until I hit the share screen
We'll
button.
give it a go, and I'm sure that will work. Let's give it a go. So, G, are you guys all right? So you can send a live stream.
Like, once you get me into this rabbit hole, you're never going to get me out of it.
But G, you've got your live stream's working. We've got the external audio and PowerPoint images on the go. So we wanted to talk about the breakout room.
I just wanted to ask one thing first, though. I set up
If
a stream,
what was happening in YouTube?
live stream before for this meeting, which had a key on it, but it hasn't actually used that. It's just started a new one, this one, which has its own link to it, and I don't know how we share that with the audience.
Well, you have to. That's what I mean. I think you have to start the live stream, get it all going, and then tell everybody. I don't know.
It's just a link.
Because it's an Eventbrite event. It's on Eventbrite. And so people are going to be buying the tickets through Eventbrite and following a link on the Eventbrite website to the appropriate stream, either on Tuesday night or Wednesday night. So I'm kind of.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try and find that now. Where is that? Where is that link?
And can I just butt in for a second? In terms of like the breakouts, they're not going to be needed now. The breakouts aren't going to be needed now because it proved in YouTube that when you come on, as the speaker, you come on as the main image. So there's no need for the breakouts. Because you become the central, whoever is speaking becomes the central image.
So when you were looking on the YouTube live stream just then, it didn't show the other participants.
It doesn't show the gallery. It shows
the participants at all.
Yeah, it shows who's speaking.
Okay.
The programs would be quite useful to be able to set up people's backdrops, so make sure they're, because we had some people doing some very weird framing and not really, struggling with the backdrops. If there's some breakout room,
as long as we can hear, as long as they're clear in their vocalization and everything like that. Because you were saying, people should put their own front rooms into the mix anyway.
Yes, for some scenes, but not for outdoor ones. So there's a whole heap of backdrops we've worked out, and just people weren't. If they're in a breakout room, so I set up all the breakout rooms for every scene, so that people who are not in the scene are in a breakout room. Then my suggestion, now I can't do it because I'm in the same space as the actors, so I can't be talking to people in a breakout room at the same time. But my suggestion was that someone like James would be making sure everyone's got got themselves framed, they've got their backdrops up,
Yep.
And then launching at the start of each scene, launching the new breakout room. So people are popped in and out of
So when you say
of
launching,
the main.
sorry, G, what do you mean launching?
Well, so I've preset them up in Zoom. So you have to put it all in a CSV file with each breakout group named, and so I've named them as scenes.
God,
So,
your voice has gone very weird now. What's happening?
I stuck you on my lap.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, you're sitting on my lap. Yeah, so I set all the breakout rooms so that you could be setting up, you could be talking to the actors separately about
Yeah.
their framing and etc. Before they come into the main space for each scene.
Yeah. So, but I'll be transporting them into the main space. They won't do it
Yes.
themselves.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
just one. So just the green room, basically.
It's a green room. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
And
That would be handy if we're going to do this live streaming thing.
Can't hear you, Camden. You're off mic. The mic on this
We
thing's
could get-
very direct. Very direct.
We could get everybody ready in the breakout room, and on
Yeah.
the live stream, we can have the live stream going and have that all set up, and just have a placeholder on the live stream going out for like half an hour before the actual show begins.
Yeah.
During that half hour, we have everybody in a breakout room and just be setting them up and stuff like that. Yeah.
And if you're worried about the live, so a minute ago you just talked about the live link being on Eventbrite. So you can change it on Eventbrite, can't you?
Yeah. At the last minute. We won't, no. No, we have to go live first. So we would have to go live at 7 o'clock, then send the link to Eventbrite and set up a placeholder. Meanwhile, everybody is in a breakout room.
Ready to be dropped into the first act.
Yeah. But we
can't hear you, G. This microphone is very directional.
It's very annoying that we can't set up the YouTube link earlier because, yeah, it'd just be nice to be sending it out the link beforehand, rather than sort of, immediately before the meeting, getting everyone's emails off Eventbrite and then sending them a link.
We need OBS then, though.
I don't see. Well, you can't do it. There isn't another way of doing it, really.
I mean, is there a way that we could launch the meeting, start the live stream, stop it, get the link,
No.
and then restart?
I think it's going to generate a new one. This is what Cam was just saying.
Mm.
If you started it again now, Camden, is it going to be this? Are you going to get the same URL? Probably not. And you have to remember to set your name, I think, as well.
Streaming now.
So what's the live link?
Right.
This is what I see the link as being. Is that the one you've got? In the chat.
In the chat.
Is that the same as the one you had before? You probably didn't copy it, did you?
Well,
this is the one that's current.
The link that you sent. No, the current one is on my account.
No, this is the current one.
This is the current one.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, on the screen, on my screen, it tells me live on YouTube, and then if I click on the drop down, It offers me a streaming link, which I can
Oh,
just
it's just the web page. Yeah.
No, well, it is a web page, yeah, but it is the live link.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see that on your Zoom screen?
Yeah.
Where
In
it
the
says
chat.
live?
Yeah. In
Not
the
in
chat. Yeah.
I put it in the chat, but I'm telling you that it's on your video screen on the top left hand side, where it says live on YouTube. If you click on the little down arrow, you get an option for the streaming link. You see that? You're looking in the other direction.
I'm looking
He's looking at the other computer.
at my computer, which is logged into YouTube.
Gee, can you see it in the screen?
Uh,
Up at the top left, where it says live.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I can see it in the chat.
No, no, I put it in there. I'm just telling you this is where it's going to be. But it appears on the screen on the top left-hand side. No?
Yes, I can see it.
Well, then you just click on YouTube, and it gives you says copy streaming link. If you click on the on YouTube option next to live.
Mm.
So Cam, if you stop it and start it again, we'll see if it generates a new stream with a different ID.
Okay.
But I'm sure it will.
So I can stop live stream